Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Dornell, and I'm here with a very special guest today. This is my heart, my love, my honey boo, Ricardo. Mwah. And he is here as my special guest. Say hi, honey.
Hey, hello everyone.
Okay, so he's here because I had some questions that I actually wanted to ask him, and I thought it would be cool to ask him for my channel because you guys may be interested in hearing what he has to say. So, for starters, I'm going to ask him question number one. I have them all typed out here.
1 minute, I want to say thank you for letting me speak to you. So thank you very much, honey.
You're welcome, honey.
Thanks a lot.
And thank you for being here.
Oh, you're welcome. No problem.
Okay, so my first question is, why did you start to lock your hair?
It was just an experience I had. Like growing up, I always saw Rastafarians in Jamaica, and I just thought that they were the difference, and I wanted to be a part of the difference. So I started a journey at a very young age, so that was the main reason, just seeing Rastafarians as a difference, and I wanted to be a part of that difference.
Wow, okay. That's pretty cool. I actually didn't think that was the reason.
Some people also think that my uncle and reggae music also kind of influenced me, but nah, I just wanted to be a part of the difference. That's one of the reasons. That's the main reason.
Okay. All right. So question 2. When did you begin your loc journey?
Oh man, 2000. I started twice actually.
Really?
I started and I had it for like about 3 years. But then I was getting a little bit of negative vibes from people around me at the time.
Yeah.
So I cut it and I started fully in 2005.
Wow.
Yeah,
okay.
so I haven't cut my hair or do any like shave or anything since 2005.
14 years, right?
Yeah, 14 years.
That's
a
long time. Here I am, my little almost 3 years. I think I'm doing something. I ain't doing nothing compared to some 14 years.
No, you are doing something. I used to get those same thing when I first started too.
Yeah.
Like people telling me like, oh, you couldn't have locks back in the 70s or the 60s in Jamaica. So you're doing something. You're doing your part.
Okay. I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying. Okay. Question 3. What method did you use to start your locks?
Oh man, I just went free form. Just let it grow to a point. It got tall, and it just one day I wake up and it was just hanging down. Free form, I guess.
Wow.
Yeah. So I just let it grow and it just locked, and this is what it is today.
Do you guys see how long his locks are? Let's just take a moment to just check them out. Look at them. They're like half my height. They're super long. They're like past your butt now, right?
Oh yeah. Right.
You see this? I'm a baby compared to his locks. My locks are a baby. Wow, that's so cool.
Thank you, honey.
And with them being freeform, they're all like different sizes, and some of them are not even just one lock. I forgot what the term is called when they actually like split off. Like this one here is one, but then it comes down and it splits into two, which I think is really cool and unique. Like you can't plan that, It's like nature in its finest. That's so cool. Okay, let's get back to these questions. All right. What is the biggest challenge you face with having locks?
I think a lot of people, like from different culture, they don't really know what it is, so they might just look at it kind of like not as they probably just already assume something about seeing you like this. And so countless of time people come up to me asking me for the herb. I don't know if that's a challenge or not, but that's one of the issues. So just it's not something that's widely like known and accepted, so that's the biggest challenge I get sometimes. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, I could see that though.
Yeah,
because it's different, so they question it, it looks interesting.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, ooh, what did you do? How did you get your
Yeah.
hair like that?
How can I get my hair? Like,
Right.
you know, like, yeah.
Because I used to wonder that kind of stuff too. Like even as a kid, seeing people with locks, and it wasn't that many people that I've seen with them. So when I did see them, it was like I would just stare in awe, like, wow, what did they do to get their hair like that?
Yeah.
So. All right, next question. What is one of the biggest mistakes you've made with your locks?
So, you know, like, I mean, being a Rastafarian, I'm supposed to say I didn't make any mistake.
Okay.
But I would say one of the mistakes that I make with my locks is that during the season, I didn't cover them up. Like, you know, so as the seasons change, I feel like I just always wear it out like this. I think that during the winter, I was supposed to cover them up and like try to protect them more from the elements. So I'd say that's the biggest mistake. Like I did some experiment with like different type of shampoos, but no, I feel like during the winter, I shouldn't like wear them with more like head wraps and more cover them up.
Okay, I see.
So
write that note down, people. If you have locks, if you're thinking about starting your lock journey, protect them, take care of them.
Yeah.
All right. Next question I have is, what do you love about your locks?
You know, so I go through phases with my locks. Like when they were short, I love the fact that I look like a lion, you know. It made my appearance was like a lion appearance. But, you know, as they get longer, I just love the fact that like I could do more with them. You know, I could either like, you know, use one lock prop. And it just made me look like different.
Yeah.
Like, my locks just made me look like who I am, you know, like that's different. So that's what I love. It's like me.
Right.
You know, I couldn't, you know, I'm not saying nothing is wrong with it, but I couldn't see myself getting a shape up like twice a week, you know.
I can't even picture the shape up.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I love about it. It's just me, like, you know. And it's been for like 20 years I've been going back and forth with locks. So yeah.
From the first journey that you started.
Yeah, from the first.
Added to this journey now.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. The next question, the next and last question, actually.
But I want to spend more time with you.
Oh, yeah, no, don't worry. We're going to have time to just chat it up. But I just wanted to get these questions out there, and then we can just just go with the flow.
Oh, okay, all right.
Okay. So the last question is, what did you think about me starting my lock journey after we started dating?
You know, you figured that I would want it, but I was kind of scared at first.
Really?
I didn't want anyone to be like, you know, I didn't want anyone to think it's my influence. When I know you were doing it because it was something that you were ready for and something that you wanted to do.
Yeah.
So I was kind of like, oh man, how am I gonna tell people that, you know, that this is all her? It has nothing to do with me.
Right.
And that's how I felt at first. And I didn't I'm not with you for a year here, you know, like I think it's a plus for me that, you know, you have locks.
Right.
And we are a family of locks. You know, hopefully when I should get bigger, you will experiment with it too. So yeah, I like that you went that transition, and I see you like more and more like embracing it, like even so yeah. You even look more beautiful with locks. Yeah.
Thank you, honey.
You're welcome.
You're too sweet.
You're welcome.
You're too sweetie pie. Okay, so I just want to like respond to that and let you guys know a little bit of a backstory. So I had curly natural hair, loose natural curly hair before, and it was giving me a lot of problems. It was super tangled all the time. I felt like I was spending so much time doing my hair, and I was becoming tired of it. Like I was just tired already. I was like, you know what? Most of the time it comes out whichever way it wanted it to. You know, so I had no control. Even when I thought I had control, I really didn't. I'm sorry, you guys. That's our son. Listen, we got to get this in when we can. Like, we keep it very real here on this channel. But yeah, so I was tired of it, and I started to see more and more people going locked. And I was like, wow, like it looks like it's just so carefree, so effortless. And I was like, you know what? I'm done. I've done everything to my hair except rock a short haircut. That was the one thing I didn't do. But I've had every color in the rainbow. I've texturized it, permed it, wore it curly. I was over it. So I started my loc journey. And I'm glad I did. I'm actually sad that I didn't start it sooner.
Yes, yeah.
You know, like I feel like, because I used to be so afraid of getting locks. I used to say, "Oh, I'll get them when I'm older."
It's most people say. A lot of people say that. Like,
yeah.
If you're not really doing it for the religious aspect, not religious, but the rest of, you say that like, I'm gonna get it when I'm 40. I'm gonna get it like,
Which doesn't make any sense when you really think about it. It doesn't. Because it would just save you so much more time and energy, and you'll be loving something that's awesome so much sooner.
All right, so let me ask you, because you give us the reason why you got locks, but do you feel like if you were supposed to do it over, do you think there's anything that you would change about?
That's a good question.
Oh yeah,
I wasn't ready for that one. Would I do something differently? You know what? I think the only thing that I might have done differently is start off with my hair a little bit shorter.
Oh, okay.
And I say that because I feel like I missed, like there's certain transitions that I just naturally missed because I started out with my hair in two-strand twists and my hair was long. It was like down to my armpits, like stretched out. So it took longer for my locks to like draw up. Like this one is still not locked. It still is like super curly and loose at the end. And I think that's because I just started off with it really long, so it took a long time for the hair to draw up and tangle and lock. And I feel like because it was already like longer, I have a lot of the thick buds. I think that's what those are called. I don't know if that's something that I would have had regardless. I'm not sure. Like, it doesn't really seem like you have them. Like, yours is more like uniform from root to tip for the most part.
Yeah.
So that's about the only thing that I would change, aside from starting sooner. But then again, maybe I just wasn't ready, and it wouldn't have been, as great of a journey as it has been so far if I did start sooner. So everything happens when it's supposed to.
Yeah, because a lot of social aspect come with like having locks, so
yeah, that's true.
A big part of it is not just the lock itself, but the environment that you're in and the social aspect. So it comes when it comes when it happens at the time that it's supposed to happen.
That's true, because when I was working in corporate America, going into the office,
right, exactly,
I wouldn't have been able to. I felt like people used to really look at me kind of sideways with my with my curly afro bob. No lie, like, they used to be looking at me like, "Oh, there's that pro black girl." And I wasn't even like that. I mean, I was just like normal, but I could tell and I can feel the vibe. It was like, I don't know, I just used to get like weird stares, and that was just off of curly natural hair, which was weird.
Yeah. So, I mean, we're embracing it good now, so.
Exactly.
The looks are welcome.
Oh, yeah. Now I'm just like, whatever. Yep, these are my locks. And then some people, they'll comment on them, and I'm like, oh, you see them? It's like I kind of forget that it's a thing. Because they'll be like, oh, I like your locks. And I'm like, oh, really? Thanks. Or, oh, what did you do? How did you start them? And I'm like, go to my YouTube channel. I don't say that. No, I tell them like, oh, I just did, two-strand twist. And they're like, but how did it turn into locks from there? I don't understand.
Yeah.
And I used to have the same thing. Like when I would see other people, I'm like, how could it possibly lock from that?
Yeah, people ask me if these are fake. Like if I have the wig on.
Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. They do sell the wigs that look like his hair, especially like in Jamaica, because I bought one. I didn't buy it for myself, but I did buy it.
Everything become commercialized.
It really does.
Yeah.
And that's cool though.
Thank you, honey.
You're welcome. Thank you for being here, honey.
Oh, no problem.
So I just want to say for you guys, if there's anything that I said or that Ricardo said that made you guys have a question or a comment, feel free to put it down in the comment section below, and let's get a dialogue going.
Oh yeah, definitely. Two different journey, but same results,
Exactly. And yeah, if you guys have any questions for him, you can just put them down there, and I'll let him know. I mean, we're always together.
Yeah, I'm a Rastafarian, so not too much of the show. No, I'm kidding.
He's not really into that stuff like that. I'm more so the one that'll do so.
But it's good. Support it.
But he's very supportive, so you guys will get your questions answered in a timely fashion, of course, as long as I'm not super busy with the baby Asher.
Asher.
Baby Asher. Man.
Right.
This is kind of awesome.
Yeah, I kind of.
Yeah, we should probably do this more often.
But let the people decide,
That is true. If you guys would like to see more videos with Ricardo and I chatting it up, let us know. And also let me know what you would like us to talk about, if there's any topics that you have in mind. Maybe some relationship geared topics that we can have an open dialogue about.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, well, I thank you guys so much for watching as usual, and if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so and click on the bell so you know when I'll be posting another video. All right, thank you guys. Bye.
One love.